I'm excited to knock this one out. We talk about Caleb Downs. We talk about how, some of the narrative before the game, Sarkisian sucks. Sarkisian his offense is no good. Anyway, one of the brilliant offensive minds for a long time in the game, no matter what you think about him. And an excellent head coach, he looks like he's turned out to be. Is he the best offensive minds now? No, because people keep improving. Has he been passed by a little? But he still does a lot of great stuff. It's got more of a pro style to it. It's okay. He does what he does. But he's one of the, back even with UW, when he was coaching back in 2011, when he left USC, he started moving to the power spread pretty damn quick. Next thing you knew, there was read options going on and stuff with this guy. He's very progressive. He's not like caught up in the past. Like it has to be like one thing. So he's a great offensive mind. There was a great battle between him and Knowles. I can't wait to see the whole defensive tape. I haven't seen it yet. So it's going to be, the defense with Ohio State. And I want to see this battle. And I said, again, when I previewed this game in that last video of my Oregon playlist, I said that it's going to come down between these two. I felt. And in the last drive, which, was the game. Ohio State was up by 7 a lot of the game. That last drive, it was could we keep them out of the end zone, or they're going to tie it up, put this to overtime or whatever. And wow, how did Texas get to the 1-yard line? Okay, penalties, right? Interference. Okay, let's back up. How did they get to the red zone? Okay, because there were 2 plays right in a row. I'm going to show you here that Sarkisian got the better of Knowles. Now we'll get to the goal line later. That's a different story, but. It was cool plays for the kind of stuff Knowles was doing at the time. Knowles was sort of running different schemes early in the game. I think he adjusted a bit based on a couple things, and he was being a little more aggressive. But I think he always had that in the back of his mind. Against Sarkisian, you can't just kind of play one style. You can do that against Oregon more, and you can really do that against Heupel's stuff. But against Sarkisian, you got to mix a little bit, and that's Knowles was doing. But on those 2 plays, guess who got burned? Caleb Downs. All right. I definitely on the one play was him. The other play is debatable, but I think it was him again. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure the assignments, and match coverage has a lot of assignment orientation, and you can make it any assignment you want. You don't want it too complicated. You want either or. You want like, this is what you do with this and then, or this. Like, I remember Nick Saban talking about his match coverages saying, I don't want you thinking about, this is when he was at Michigan State. He's like, I don't want you thinking about your goddamn mother in Detroit, screaming and yelling. He's like, it's got 2 things you can do. If they do this, you do that. If not, you do that. Boom. He didn't want you thinking about anything else. But that's why he thinks it's very simple, that match coverage, assignment orientation, and if you execute it, everybody should end up in the right spots based on the pattern distribution. So, on the one play, Caleb Downs absolutely didn't get the right guy. And on the second play, it's hard to tell because I don't know their exact assignment, but it could have been his fault too. But he is one of the best defenders in college football, no doubt, and made some big plays at the goal line. And Caleb Downs had a huge effect on Ohio State getting this far. So I love Caleb Downs. I'm just saying. He made two errors during that drive. And Knowles did get out-dueled by Sarkisian for Texas to get down there. So
here we go. Courtesy of Zach Smith, Minutes to Sports. He's got his now defensive side up today. And he said, I didn't know this. I was so busy on Juck on Live trying to keep up with Juck and his live, and I was getting all screwed up on the broadcast. It was behind a play, whatever. I was so busy with that. I didn't notice that Burke was missing the whole second half and supposedly was benched. For Matthews. So I guess we'll see it in the film. Okay. But that's why Matthews was in here. And by the way, this is going to be, now look, 2 tight end, all right, 2 receivers on this, just a 1-2 package. But look at this, the boundary, and believe it or not, NFL doesn't do this that much. The hash marks are different there, but it even makes it more reason. Their hash marks are closer. So you don't see this a lot. They're starting to now, but college will experiment more. But yeah, throwing your guys on the boundary. Not only that, Sark's going to bring this guy in motion and put 3 eligibles, but then he comes back. So it's a return motion. So this is just little games by Sark. He's been doing this for a long time. Is it like the most innovative stuff today? No, but it's been stuff he's done for a long time. If his game plan's on, I said this before, his schemes will be good and his play calling will be on. If his game plan's on, it's all about his game plan. So, I think he had, well, I'm going to have to look more at the early film, but this is a good play because he's playing around here with the tight end, with the offset H-back, and he actually comes back and does pass protection for max pass protection. And then little chips from this guy and the running back, and then the tight end Helm, their best tight end, slips out here in a delay wheel route down the line. And then there's a check down to this running back, okay? So what is Ohio State doing here? They've been, remember, early in the game, they were playing more off coverage again, 5 DBs, like I told you, the 5 DB flex that they were using against Oregon, doing that against Texas as well. I was saying early on, oh man, you don't want to keep doing that. Juck heard me on the live say, man, he's doing the same thing against Oregon. And Juck was like, you don't like that, Drew? And I'm like, no, I don't. It's okay to start, but you got to mix this up against Sark. It's a little different. Stein for Oregon is a great offensive mind. I've said this over and over, but different type of offense. This you really have to mix around. So, but Knowles did. And by now in the second half, they were mixing in some blitzing. They were mixing the coverages more. So, or mixing the looks. They were mixing the looks more. Like against Tennessee and Oregon, it was more one look. Then they moved in post-snap to something. Here they were actually mixing the looks. But here we have, because it's over to the boundary like this, they offset a cover 3. See? And they don't do it. The cornerback stays up. The safety is going to be the offset guy. And that's Hancock right there. And he's really a glorified cornerback, but kind of in a safety role. So he's going to be the 1/3, this guy the deep, and then this guy Iggy the 1/3. Okay, offset, as you see. It looks funny because they really offset when they offset. But, Knowles is trying to destroy the space. The offense wants to expand the space. The defense wants to contract the space. So when you offset like this, you're sort of like trying to deal with that. So as you can see, and you can tell it's a match because watch the deep safety come up quick on the crosser. See right here. Now zone match. If it's man match, he's on him, and this might have been man match. If it were zone match, he passes him to him, and he passes him to him, and then this cornerback would have the will. See? But I don't think it. I think it's a man match. I think it's more aggressive. So, and there's your aggression. You might say, oh, cover 3, that's not aggressive. Yeah, this is aggressive. He's matched him. If he's doing the right thing, if everybody's doing the right thing, which my guess is they are because they've really been on, the defense has been spot on late in the year, knowing what they were doing, then it's just a great play call, and Sark burnt them, okay? So again, little play action, max protect, okay? 2 receivers going deep dig concept, okay? And a little delay tight end will with the check down over here to the running back. That brings up this guy. This guy's matched up on him in this particular defense. And really then, if this is man match, here's Caleb Downs. And you can see, if you want to see here, look at Cody Simon. Right there. We'll see it better in the next. But he is pointing. He's screaming out right now, you got this guy. Downs got lost. Okay. 41-yard line, driving, trying to get down, tie the score up late in the game. They have to switch around here because of the motion. Now Downs is on this side, on the boundary side. You know what? This worked out perfect that they switched. I'd rather have Downs one-on-one on Helm than Simon. Problem is, Downs got lost. Goes for the play action. Downs likes to go downhill, and that helped us at the goal line. Here it burned us. He goes downhill. Oops! Then he races out of there because of this stuff. He starts to race back. Problem is, we got a delay. Simon notices it, screams it. Downs is late. Downs is late getting to the delay. And what a nice little touch pass. Look at this. Look at this guy. Ewers, off the back foot. I love this stuff. Sorry, Sid Gilman. Sorry, Bill Walsh. Sorry, all you perfectionists out there with this stuff. Sorry, Ryan Day, you West Coast offense nerd. Sorry, guys. I love this back foot throw. I love it. This is like air raiders. I don't know that Ewers is going to make it. He's a little short. I don't know if he's going to make it in the NFL. We'll see. But he has a great feel at quarterback and pass game. He has a great touch. Go to spring ball, man. Do something. I mean, this guy could be so great in a certain kind of way, in a certain offense. But he makes a little nice touch pass here. Love his touch passes. Perfect pass. Absolute perfect. Downs is fast. I mean, he's coming, but he's late. Huge play. So again, and then here we go with Zach. I just want you to see these lines. Again, go to Zach. Zach's all fired up right now, too. It's never a better time to go to his film room, because I've never seen him so happy, because his coaching's coming out, okay? Because he's almost like he's a coach on the team, and they're all so fired up right now. But anyway, what he's showing you is they did this earlier, a wheel route by the running back and the delayed check down to the tight end. Now they do a wheel route to the tight end, a delayed check down to the running back. Just a little mix by Sarkisian. His schemes are great. They're subtle. A lot of these young kids yelling out, Sarky this, Sark that, because they're going by the play call, and they're going by, like, what kind of play? Like, he did that pitch near the goal line we're going to talk about later. People are upset. Oh! But, no one's talking about this. Nice little tweak to something he did earlier. Got these guys all screwed up. Downs off the play action. Now he's looking in the wrong area. He's all over the map here, trying to find some kind of deep crosser. And he needs to jump on this guy. It's man match, man. It's aggressive. He needed to get him. He didn't get him. Little touch pass. Let's watch it from the end zone. It's awesome from here. Okay, nice little block here by the tight end, the backup tight end on JTT. Look at this guy with off the back foot. Little dinker dunker. Love it, man. Oh, and here we're going to find Simon Rutch, right? Oh, it's not there. I don't know. Oh, there. Simon. There it is. There's him pointing out to Downs. What's Downs doing? He's confused. He's confused. He's all over the map. And now he's catching it late. Oh, shit. There he goes. And look at this pass, dude. I just love it. I just love these little. I love quarterbacks like gunslingers. I like guns. That's why I was kind of a McCord fan, because of what I saw in high school from him. I love gunslinger types, but they're different than distributors. I have different ways of saying it for quarterbacks, but anyways, okay. And big play, and then the penalty, the point, because he can't point. That's all I know. You can't point. That's all I know. You can't point. So he pointed. So that's 15 yards. So we'll get to the next play now. So now Sark puts everybody on the wide side of the field, sets up for another play action. Again, all these play actions have something to do with the play calling throughout the game, how many runs they were doing. We'll be looking at all that later. But I love how he shifts it from the boundary now over to the play action side, does another play action. Again, Max Pass Pro. They had Max Pass Pro 2 in a row, and this time they burned Ohio State, because Ohio State comes on a blitz this time. So they burned them last time with an aggressive man match coverage, and this time they burned them with an aggressive blitz. Okay? Now, whose fault is it? Last time it was Downs. I'm pretty sure he didn't have his man in the match. Okay? And now this is Downs as a safety. Okay? And there's Hancock, who was playing. Remember, Hancock was back here as a safety the last play. Okay? And there's a guy who wrote to me about Knowles, about his 3 strong safety defense. He plays 3 strong safeties, and he likes to stop the run. I'm like, dude, show me some film. I have no idea what you're talking about. I never heard of the 3 strong safety defense. Anyway, maybe it's out there, but he hasn't shown me any film, so I don't know. If anything, since he's been at Ohio State, Knowles has been talking about the 5 DB flex. Now, that's not what he says, but what he says is we've got DBs who can play all different positions, and they've shown that with Hancock, with McAllister. These guys were nickel corners who were playing safety, nickels, corners, wherever. Downs, safety, linebacker, nickel. These guys move all around, okay? So here, Hancock's not a safety. Now he's a nickel, okay? Here's the cornerback, Matthews, in for Burke. Okay, they do a rotation. They blitz these 2 DBs. Love it. Love the variety of it. It's his own blitz. It's not that crazy. They drop off Sawyer, okay? Sawyer comes out. Now, Zach's saying that they're moving into a 2 match, or he calls it cover 2, whatever. That this guy's coming down. Downs is coming down as a corner, as the one flat guy. Sawyer is dropping into a flat guy. This cornerback's coming in as a 2 safety look. And then this Ransom's coming back here as a safety. And he says usually teams from this kind of a blitz just move into a cover 3. I think it was a cover 3, Zach. But that's what I'm saying. So And, you know, I'm right, somebody's wrong. Who the hell knows? Let's take a look. So, oh, smash route. Sorry. Corner. We got you'll see right here. Okay. Just a simple smash route. Flat corner. Okay. Flat, a smash concept. Off the play action and the Max Pass Pro. You're just going to see, because remember, I said earlier, Knowles was doing more conservative. Now he's mixing it more in the second half. So he's trying to catch him in a mix. That's what Sarkisian is doing. He tried to catch him in a mix last play with a little wheel route from the tight end. He's doing the same thing here, just a little simple concept. So people are looking at this going, it's a pass. It's a pass. No, dude, it's a smash concept, putting two guys on the same side of the field. It's really not West Coast offense. It's not spread evenly across the field. It's more the air raids type of thing where we're fooling around with space, okay? And we're going to try to see if they screw their rotation, and they do. Now look, Downs comes down here, okay? No pun. And there's the safety. That's a deep middle, I think. This is the deep third. I do not see Sawyer as the other cornerback here in a cover two. And I see these two guys. Now, Simon, the linebacker, does drop and try to robot this guy like it is a cover two. If it were two, then you got to watch the middle. So this guy has to robot anything going down the middle on a two match. He has to match up. But this guy actually does a corner. So look, he starts to match up, and then he takes off to the corner. Maybe he thought it was two. Maybe it is two. Maybe this guy's supposed to rotate more over here. Sawyer's supposed to come out more here. Then Downs isn't doing anything wrong. He's playing his cover two match. That could be true. And then really this safety needs to be down here. And then he would have this. And he would be racing back, matching him, roboting him in case he goes down the middle. He doesn't. He breaks off here, and this safety's down here. This safety's playing three, my friend. This guy looks like he could be either two or three. I'm not sure. Is he racing back to safety? Is this a six? Are they racing back to a six where he's playing a deep half and he's playing a quarter? But there's no way, because there's nowhere Sawyer is going to play the deep quarter. So this is either a two match, which maybe he just matched up on him, or a three. I think it's a three. It looks more like a three to me. Let's watch it one more time. Because if it's a three, Downs screwed up and Simon's screwed up. I mean, Simon doesn't need to robot this. Simon on a three needs to come down here to the flat, and Downs needs to stay out in here in the corner. See? Three. He eyes this and comes down, and then as soon as he sees him go long, he comes down here, and Downs needs to be back here cutting off the corner. If it's two, then he's out of position and needs. So if it's three, he's right. If it's two, he's wrong, and he needs to be there. So someone's wrong. It looks like they're each playing two different coverages. 3 and 2. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's a mess. And by the way, this all started off with a quick snap. They were waiting for after the penalty, and they were sitting here at the line of scrimmage, and then boom, they went up, hurried up, and snapped it. You can see when they on the play here, right as it goes off. Look, you'll see Ohio State. That's after the penalty. Now they're waiting around the ball right there, and then watch, boom, boom. They're hurrying up, quick snap. They don't snap it right away, but they kind of quick snap freeze. That's the little stuff Sarkisian does, man. It's very subtle. And now he does a smash, and he got them all screwed up in their rotation because of the quick snap, the penalty. They did not, someone's not knowing what they're doing. So it's either on Downs, it's either on Ransom and Styles. I don't know, like Styles and Downs are doing one thing, Ransom's doing another, and Iggy's doing another. To me, Iggy looks like he's doing three match. He looks like he's doing three match. He looks like two match. He looks like two match. Don't get it. Don't get it. Big time completion is what it was. So you don't always have to go no huddle and tempo to get things moving. You just do a little quick snap while you're standing at the ball. I mean, and again, mixing it up. You got it over here, and we're going to test them here. Got it over here, we're going to test them here. That's the play calling brilliance of Sark. He'll do little tests on you and see what he got. So before we all go down on Sark now, as I go to the next video, and we can really beat up Sark and how bad a coach he is, how bad an offensive mind he is, do realize these two things happen and put them right in position in the red zone to win this game.
So there you have it. Sark isn't an idiot after all. He knows football. He knows offensive football. Who would have known? Two great plays, got them down in the red zone, couple pass interferences. Now we move into the goal line situation. Knowles was having to mix it up, and I guarantee you, as I look through the whole film, there's a reason Knowles had to mix it up. He couldn't just sit back in the 5 DB flex. Okay, so he started to bring a little more blitzes. You got to be careful with these guys, these good coordinators, if you blitz too much. Max protection, 2 plays in a row. The first one wasn't a blitz, but it was an aggressive man match that Downs was late getting to. Cody Simon was yelling at Downs, get that dude, but it was very tricky, as Zach Smith was even pointing out, that, it was a wheel route before in another way, and they switched it up, and they had the tight end doing the wheel instead of the running back. So it wasn't like a horrible play by Downs. A lot of college kids would have gotten screwed by. I mean, a lot of good college players would have. Some pro guys would have gotten mixed up by that. Okay, so he burned our aggressive match coverage that time. Sark did, and he had all the eligible. Not he had eligible. The set was heavy to the boundary. The next play, set was on the other side, to the wide side of the field. And they had max protection again, and this time we blitzed. A cornerback nickel, Hancock Matthews. Perfect max protect. You don't want to blitz against max protect. That's why there was no blitzing against Oregon, because max protect a lot of times are quick game. So you did max protect and just did a simple smash route. Gonna test these rotations of Knowles, that variety, that post-snap stuff he likes to do. We're gonna test this out. Do max protect for the blitz, see if he can catch up. And Ohio State looked like half the guys were doing a 3-match, half of them doing a 2-match. So you could blame Downs because on a 3-match, he should have been on that corner route. Golden caught it in the corner. He played it like a 2-match. Cody Simon was playing it like a 2-match. But the deep Ransom, the deep safety, and on the other side, Iggy were playing it like 3. So they were confused, and they did a little quick snap there to kind of make it even harder. It was after that big penalty. So 2 big plays. Sark's also a genius. Knowles a genius. I don't know, genius maybe too strong, but semi-geniuses. These guys know their football, know their defense and their offense, and that was a battle. I can't wait to see the rest of Zach's film. And again, get over to Medicine Sports, see the whole damn thing.